Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. In today's video, we're going to create a collectible and start looking at making a scoring system. Now, before we do that, I'm just going to very quickly expand the boundaries of my game. So I'm going to jump into the world, make sure I've got the move tool selected, copy some of these grounds, just expand the map a little bit. Something like that. So then I'll just make sure all of these new grounds end up inside of my world object. So now we've got a little bit more space to move around on. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an empty, let's call this object a collectible. And then I'm going to right click on it and I'm going to create a sprite. That's a 2D object, sprite, and I'm going to create a circle. And I'm just going to move my circle up. So to make sure that the X, Y, and Z position are all set to 0 on this circle. And I'm going to change the color to a, let's make it yellowish. Alright, so now I've got my base circle of my collectible. I'm going to create a second circle on it. Just bring this one forward a little bit by using -1. I'm going to scale it down to 0.5 on the X and Y. And then I'm just going to make it a slightly lighter shade of yellow. Something like that. So that's going to act as my collectible object. Now, of course, in order to be able to interact with our object, it's going to need a collider. So I'm going to add a circle collider 2D to it. If you can zoom in, you can see that collider there. Right, now, in order to collect this, I'm going to set our collider to a trigger. That means we'll be able to move through it without player. And then we're going to need to add a script to our collider. So I'm going to go over to my scripts folder. I'm going to right click on it, create a new C# script. And I'm going to call this collect. So we're not going to use void start or void update. Instead, we're going to use void on trigger enter. And we're going to be using the 2D variant. Our on trigger enter uses the collider function, and I'm just going to call it other for now. Okay, so what we're doing is we're going to check if our player game object is colliding with our trigger. First we need to fix this and make sure it is a collider.2D. And if that's true, we're going to set our game object dot set active, and we're going to make that false. And that will hide the game object from us. So if we save this, go back to our screen, and hit the play button. We run into our object. It is now hidden. All right, that's it for this video, ladies and gents. In the next video, we will go up and set our scoring system. See you there.